Hey, everybody, welcome back to another episode of Gearhead Perspective. This is our first episode after Christmas, so we're all basking in the delight that is hanging out with your family, and I think we all have the same problem. And that problem is that the crapper's full.
Crapper's full.
Crapper's full.
I think everybody's
That
sick.
doesn't even sound right. I don't like that.
Shitter's full.
Shitter's full. It is what it is, guys.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
You can't change a famous quote. Let's just
No.
As much as we try to do good with our language on here, you can't change a famous quote.
Don't church it up. Yeah.
Just got to
You're
go.
100% right. How was Christmas for you guys?
Awesome.
It was a little rough up here. Hit the old Rona train. Lost a few days. I'm back to reality.
Yeah.
Lost about 3 days, 30 pounds, self-respect.
Yeah.
I'll say it looks like you lost a little bit of weight or you trimmed your beard a lot. One of the two.
I don't know. Maybe I trimmed my beard. I can't have lost that much weight. I feel like all I've done the last, since about Thursday is sleep.
I was going to say that's probably what it is. It's probably because he's been sleeping.
Yeah.
You sleep on that one side and then flip over to the other, and it just narrows down the beard. Oh, so coming back from this, we are fresh off of our guest appearance on the Drag and Drive Addiction podcast.
Yeah.
How'd you feel about that, Bo?
I had a good time. I thought it was we probably avoided some conversations that we should have avoided, and we didn't get Narc said it on the show. That's not normally how we do things, I guess, because he had questions for us. We were on his show, so it was a little different. But man, I had fun. I enjoyed it. I had just as much fun talking to those guys after, off air or whatever you want to call it. Talking to them, getting some advice and stuff like that.
The post show was definitely interesting. Those guys had a lot of input, a lot of areas where we could make some changes, which is why I now have a notebook on my desk. So we tend to do things a little bit different. It is very, very strange going from the person who asked the questions to the person who is being asked the questions. It's
we don't even ask a lot of questions though.
Do you have a point?
We have questions.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of things we don't know. We just don't ask.
I like to struggle,
Yeah.
I learn better when I struggle.
It is a little different having somebody ask and like put you not really on the spot, but kind of on the spot. Like, hey, what are you going to do next year? Man, I don't even know what I'm going to do tomorrow.
Yeah, I kind of jumped right in. I didn't even give you guys a chance. I was like, here's what we're doing. This is what I want to do.
Yeah.
Well, and for me, I'm just a co-driver. I mean, it's when you talk about drag and drive, most of the time what you're talking about is you're talking about ET. You're talking about what class people are planning to be in, what events they're planning to attend. I'm just going wherever you guys go, and then I'm going to hit some car shows along the way and have some fun. You guys have a lot better answers on what drag and drive events and the whole drag and drive thing. Very big deal. And Mike Narks has done a lot of work, and Eric. I finally got to talk to Eric. The first time I've talked to him. Those guys put in a lot of work. Those guys do a lot of research. Those guys, they know their stuff when it comes to drag and drive.
They do.
Yes, sir.
But
when you run a thing called drag and drive addiction, you better be good at it, I guess.
Yeah, you don't need to know what the hell you're talking about.
That's why our show is perspective, because it's our perspective. You can't mess that up. We're going to nail that every time.
General
opinion show.
Good. We can nail that.
Yeah. And my perspective changes all the time, so I'm never going to contradict myself either. It'll be fine. It'll be good.
So I'm pretty sure that all of my family actually listens to the show. because I did come out of Christmas with a black T-shirt, a pair of Dickies shorts, and a couple flashlights. So,
Bam.
I got a black T-shirt, a trouble light, really nice magnetic one with the LED stuff, and a subscription to Motor Trend.
Yes.
Working. All right. So the other thing I
Our
was
plan is working.
was a Corvette, even
Yeah.
if it's like a C4. I don't really care. And maybe a Whipple
A Whipple.
for Shanda's car. I think that's what.
Whipples don't just fall out of thin air, you know.
I still have your guys' Christmas presents right here. So if I could just,
I'm looking forward to that one too, because that would mean I
that
didn't
one.
have to change the speedo gear in the transmission.
well, I have them. I've had them for weeks. I just forgot to give them to you guys.
Well,
Timo for the
and
win.
I left John out of this, and I apologize. We kind of, this is kind of an impromptu thing. We had an idea that we wanted to do this tonight because it's been a while, and we've been busy doing family stuff and dealing with Christmas, and you know, anybody who deals with the holidays, that thing's awesome.
Just sneaking that in. This is what I got the guys.
Nice.
This is their GPS speedometer.
Do you think anybody from Timu listens that could possibly sponsor us on something?
Oh, I don't know. I wasn't even going to say Timu, but everybody already knows.
If
It still
we
works.
could
It's in my
get
car. I use it all the time.
a small nominal sponsorship from Timu, and we could outfit like third world countries.
I did buy an AN wrench too. It's not good.
It isn't.
No, it's an adjustable AN wrench. And it's like it's very crappy. It's
Very rickety.
yeah.
Lot of
sorry for-
play in
sorry
the
for
screw.
What kind of quality do you think the diamond ring is? I was looking at the diamond rings. I was thinking about getting one for Shanda.
Ooh, I don't know.
Maybe steer clear of the Timu jewelry.
Yeah.
Stay. I'll keep going to Walmart for that.
If you want socks with like cats' faces and stuff on them, that's your place. Or $7 speedometers.
Okay.
But not for rings, I don't think.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry, Fro, interrupted you.
So I left John out of this, and I apologize. When we decided to do this, Bo thought I called John. I thought Bo called John, and turns out neither one of us called John. So he's the one that's getting the surprise out of this. Before the show, I had Bo on camera here, and I walked over and started up the Fairlane. I actually drove it around a little bit today.
Fired up good too. Easy.
Fires up smooth.
Huh.
So I am looking forward to the speedometer, because as I was driving it up and down the block here earlier today, I don't have a speedometer. So that's going to be really nice.
I got you. I got you, baby girl.
But so tonight we're just going to kind of goof our way through this. I apologize to the audio only crowd, because a lot of this is going to be video. We're going to do our best to describe what's going on. But
between the Rona train and the
Yeah.
holidays with family and stuff going on, I mean, we didn't have a lot of time. Not that we do a lot of prepping, but normally we at least talk throughout the week about what we want to talk about on the show.
we
haven't
haven't.
had a chance, and instead of just not doing a show, we're gonna do something.
we're gonna fastball this thing in there and see what sticks. So I meant to throw this up here. Of course, we did the Dragon Drive show with Mike Narks. You've got the circuit coming up. That's his event. Wanted to go ahead and at least throw something out there about that. I know all of us will be there, barring some cataclysm. Tonight.
Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
Well, one of the first things we need to do is we need to address something. We talked to Bo on one of the previous shows, and Bo said that it would have had to have been 05 when he had his truck.
I bought it in 04.
Because it was an 04 model truck.
Yeah.
Judging by the date on this picture, because that is Bo's old truck.
Oh.
Judging by the date on that picture, that had to have been one of the first 04s to roll into town.
If you would see the back of the truck, you'd see the dealer tag would still be on it in this picture.
Yes. I've got pictures of it before and after. I just didn't want to put the before picture on.
Isn't the dealer tag what you can see in the windshield right there?
Oh, yeah. Yes, it is. Yeah. I bought that truck brand spanking new, had 3 miles on it. I ordered lowering kit the same day I bought the truck. I had the window. I think Jimmy tinted the windows the night I bought the truck. And then 5 days later, me and Fro were cutting the frame out for the C-notch. Not the smartest thing, but like I said, it was the first lowered cat eye in the area for sure.
And those are a factory wheel, aren't they?
Those are a factory wheel. Actually, the truck, when I found that truck, it was everything I wanted except it had ugly wheels. So there was another truck there that had those wheels, and I said, I'm not buying the truck unless you put those wheels on this truck. And they did it for me.
Nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, whatever we were referring to in the previous episode, and I think it was the time and date for the shop picture that we had. It turns out it's probably about 2 years previous to where we thought it was.
Yeah.
One of the things we're going to lean on pretty hard tonight is we're going to lean on some marketplace deals. So we're going to go ahead and, it really has been something fun for us to do here on the show. If anybody who put these things on marketplace is watching this show or listening to this show,
you're not.
Thank you for the hours of entertainment, but also we're really sorry. I swear we're not trying to make fun of you.
Maybe a little.
So let's start off with a 95 Chevy S10 extended cab.
Oh man, you're doing what John was talking about. You're
What's
just
that?
showing the ad and not the picture.
Oh no, John's got a completely different way of this.
No, he's talking about showing the picture and wants to read us the ad.
Yeah,
I get it.
Right.
It's the same thing. I want to see the truck.
Oh, I'm going to show you the truck, but obviously 95 S10 body dropped, 94,000 original miles, shaved everything, bagged, 4-cylinder, 5-speed, runs and drives great. First of all, as we have noticed on previous episodes, very nicely worded message there.
Yeah.
No blatant spelling errors. Actual
use solid.
Punctuation and capitalization.
That's a solid ad.
I already know where I stand on this one, John. I think you're going to be the big turning point on this. So this is your basic mini truck. You've got the suicide doors. It's bright yellow. It's got the 90s style West Coast graphics running down it.
The please your enemy headlight or tail lights.
Yes. I don't like the tail lights.
Like he just wants to get hit.
Those are some very, very small tail lights.
I've never been a fan of shaving the corner tail lights. No. It looks too plain to me. Unless you have a crazy paint job or something else going on. Or I've never minded like cutting the stock ones out or taking the stock ones out and putting something different in. But I think it looks too plain, just being completely, there's nothing there. Anyway, that's just my opinion. Whatever.
Like you take away the best part of a truck when you shave the whole back end of it there. Like you can't roll up to a car show and put the tailgate down.
Yeah. I was guilty on my square body. I did a tailgate roll pan combo skin.
Yeah, no,
I did that.
I'm outski.
I didn't. I regretted it, but I did. Anyway, yeah, this truck's pretty cool. I like it.
See, and I'll say this, when we're talking about taillights, the 90% of the reason I wanted to change the bed on the F-150 was because of the taillights. I hate the fleet side taillights. I love the flare side taillights. It's just a better looking taillight as far as that truck goes. No, but you guys are right. Those teeny tiny peep taillights, I don't like them. And on top of that, they shaved the third brake light off the cab. So yeah, literally you're just asking to get rear-ended.
I mean, from the picture, it's not a great picture. I can't see great detail. It looks like they did it right. I mean, it looks like it's good work.
If it wasn't the color of a road cone, you'd end up getting rear-ended. Yeah. Be hard,
You gotta-
hard not to notice that.
If you're gonna do that, I liked it, and I've done this a couple times on other people's vehicles where we put the LED in and then paint and clear over it, where when you hit the brake, it all lights up. I mean, you can't see it when you're running down the road, but when you hit the brake lights, you can see it.
And speaking of being a bright color and easy to spot, and how could you possibly hit that? Bo and I actually got to watch Jimmy do some wrap work on the Honda Civic that he has in his fleet. That thing is bright lime green, and it's been hit 3 times now.
Yeah, something like that.
And literally somebody backed into it, and I guess he got out of the car and went, "How do you not see this?" So I understand, yes, bright color, it should be easy to spot. Sometimes it's not,
I mean, the 9,000-pound cow didn't see your Saturn.
Well, to be honest, it was like 2:00 on a Sunday morning. That cow was probably hammered.
Are there more pictures of this truck or just the tailgate?
I want to see more.
I'm starting to get bored. How do you even get in this deal?
I've never got in a car that had suicide doors before, so I couldn't tell you.
You got like head first or what?
I would think
You're
you'd
not gonna
have
be
to
able
go
to
in
just-
like butt first.
You're not gonna be able to just lower your fat butt in there. You're gonna have to like squirrel in and then twist around like a pretzel.
It's
Mini truck guys. I don't get them. They must be these little spindly guys.
It's just like the guy on Scary Movie. It's watch out for my fanny, and then he just backs in there.
Mm.
Watch my fanny. All right.
All right, moving on. So, yay or nay, Bo?
I mean, for 14 grand.
Oh yeah, I'd sooner slam my thing in the car door.
I'd rather get thang stomped.
Yeah,
14 grand. Yeah.
I don't know about 14 grand. It's a cool. Hey, it's worth that to somebody.
It's worth that.
At
to
one
somebody.
point, at one point in my life, I probably would have paid 14 grand for that. But
really?
maybe. I mean, I was a heavy mini truck guy. So
It's true.
yeah. It's a cool. I mean, someone did a good job. It looks nice from the pictures, anyway.
Absolutely. I think it's a pretty solid truck, but at the same
I mean,
time,
I'd like to see it with the bed cover
Solid.
off and with the body drop. I'd like to see how the floors and the carpet look and all that other. Pop the hood and see how that looks under there. But I mean,
Next.
there's a lot of that stuff that gets hacked together.
I know.
This one's
Ooh.
going to be John's favorite.
Full custom 59 Edsel Ranger custom air ride suspension, big block Ford 390, all new auto, folder full of paperwork, new interior, new wheels, side pipes, 12.5. Man, I don't know. It sounds like you ruined it. It's
I don't know.
all right. It's okay.
I'm not a side pipes guy,
I'm not side pipes on an Edsel guy.
but
Side pipes on the right car, I'm okay. Side pipes on an Edsel, not so much.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it at all. I like it. I think it's okay. It's
I'm
the
just
right
talking just the
Edsel.
side pipes.
Huh?
I'm cool with the Edsel. I'm talking about the side pipes. I don't hate the side pipes.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't have put them on there, personally.
Yeah.
but-
That's
They're
a real
on there.
easy thing to change, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It wouldn't stop me from buying this.
Yeah.
my big hang up on this is when you're going to go with Astros, when you're going with Astro Supremes on the car, there's really only 2 ways you can go with it. You can go with a narrow white wall, or you can go with a black wall tire. Black wall tire is what I have. I'd love to have a narrow white wall, but that's like a middle of the road white wall. That's not big, not narrow. It just doesn't really work for the look that I would want.
I'm okay with it. Nothing
So
about
how-
this car. Nothing about this car pisses me off.
I get that. I get that.
I'm not longing for the car. I'm not trying to how am I going to go pick this deal up? But it's a cool car.
I wish I would have had a better picture of it so you can see the grill. The grill is what makes the Edsels.
Yeah.
And this picture is just terrible for capturing what it is.
It needs curb fillers.
That
It
car
does need
needs
curb
curb fillers. Yeah.
I mean,
The glass looks bad. I bet the interior is pretty roached.
bet you that windshield's super expensive.
Yeah. How do you feel about the cost of that windshield, bro?
I'm staying out of this. You guys get on to me for this stuff.
I could pay for 3 weeks of childcare for the cost of that windshield.
Not quite, but I'm not a side pipes guy. I do like the bellflower tips where it's kind of like a side pipe, but it's after the rear wheel. That's kind of what I'd like to do on mine, but they look very similar to what these are. I couldn't do it for 12, but it is a solid car and probably worth that to somebody.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's got a Moon Eye sticker. What more do you want?
Yeah.
All right. The next one better be a fun one.
The next one is going to be a fun one.
Okay, good. Kick you square in the junk if you don't get that. What the crap? That's what I'm talking about. That I like it. I like it.
It is not a 1980 Ford Festiva. That is not what this is. It's not what we're looking at.
Is that a Thunderbird front end?
No, that is Bo, what is it?
That's a Fox body front end.
Is it a Fox body front end?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
The big thing with the Ford Fairmonts is they are on the same platform. Right now, going through the description, doesn't have spark or an interior. It's yours for $2,000. 80 Ford Fairmont with a Fox body Mustang front end. Will come with bucket seats. Will take trades.
I bet you will.
Now, this picture.
What rear suspension do these have?
They're a Fox body platform. They're exactly identical.
That's what I was thinking, right? But I didn't know if the wagons were.
Underneath, they are still exactly identical.
Like Bo's legit thinking about it.
Oh yeah,
He's coming up with $2,000 and a trip to Utah.
it's 1,500.
Meet me halfway.
No, you got a sneak peek on that one. Sorry.
I wasn't looking.
So yeah, this is a 1980 Ford Fairmont wagon with a Fox body front end on it. The big thing with these Fairmonts is they are a Ford Mustang underneath it all, and I think Bo has verification on that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I just looked it up. The rear suspension's the 4-link and everything. I mean, that's what I'm talking about. If I would have found this before I found this thing behind me, I'd have a Terminator, not a Terminator. A Coyote swapped wagon right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
It'd be a legit little dude.
I would probably change the front end back over to the Fairmont front end.
Really?
I don't know.
I think so.
Would you not just do all the body work and then see how it played out?
I mean, I would get running and driving first. That would be like the last thing. But
Like
I don't hate it, but I don't know if I can keep it like
How bad do you think that gap is between the Fairmont door and the Fox body
oh man.
nose?
3 fingers.
Oh, I wish there was a.
Like,
By the way, I got to thank Steve for giving this. Steve sent this to me because he was like, "Man, this is right up Bo's alley."
Oh, I mean, I dig it. I really do. Listen, I know. I can't.
I wish there was a better picture of the gap.
Is it wider and it comes out like we go over the doors?
I don't know.
That's what I'm thinking. It's gonna do, but I could be wrong. I don't know. I've never seen this.
need a lot of mud.
Yeah. Ooh.
Hold on, we'll go to that one. Let's
That's
go
a
ahead
good
and jump
deal.
ahead. Let's jump ahead to this one. So this is John's. John threw this out tonight. We have a way that we want to do this. John, you gotta fill me in on this. Looks like a 78 Olds Cutlass with no motor for $3,500.
I have a quick question.
Go ahead.
Are you gonna read us the ad to this?
Yes.
Next question, sub question. Are you gonna read it how it's typed out? Or are you
Verbatim.
going to- Okay, that's okay. All right.
All right. So Fro started, but tell us what we're looking at. Bo, you want to tell us what we're looking at? You look like you're jazzed about it.
No, go ahead. I'm ready to
No,
take
like,
it
tell
all
us what
in.
we're looking at it based on this. What do you think this ad's going to say?
What kind of I'm not going, don't you're setting me up. I'm not
All right.
doing that. Let's hear it.
Forewarned. All right, here's the ad. Okay, so what we're looking at, people, this is a blue for the audio only guys. Lane.
Yes.
This is blue, got the gold racing stripes down the top of it, sitting on looks like 22s. A really clean looking specimen of 78 Olds Cutlass.
Yeah. it's good in the
Like
car.
I would drive this car 100%. $3,500, no doubt. So, I mean, you're thinking, let me see what it says. Description. This is a good ass car. It has a 350 block that need a tune-up and oil change real bad. Haven't been drove in 3 years. I put a battery in it. It won't stay running. I really ain't been having the time to do the tune-up, always at work. And I know if I do that, I ain't going to want to sell it no more. But I'm looking for trades, trucks, and cars. No bullshit, though.
Keep that out of you.
If anybody wants this ad because they really legit want this car, hit me up. I'll forward you the ad.
It's
Like,
that's exactly what I was gonna say, word for word.
So does this car have a motor and transmission in it? I've got
350 block.
ooh, what do you think?
I
It
was
got
laughing
350
too
block.
Got 350 block. Needs an oil
Need a
change
tune-up
real
real
bad.
bad. Put a battery
Am I
in
the
it,
only
won't
one
stay
seeing-
running, though. Huh?
Am I the only one seeing a split screen on John?
It's not now. It was.
Bo, are you
No.
seeing this?
Oh, now
yeah.
I am.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Stay over there, Joan. You're fine. There you go.
I'll just hang out over here.
Just stay over there. You're fine. You got a really long shoulder on one side.
Okay.
Um.
Oh my gosh.
So
What's
let's
gonna
see. My opinion. I'm not big on big wheel cars. I know John is. It's not for me, but man, what an excellent description of that car.
Yeah, I don't know how he didn't sell it. Bam. But I mean, look, $3,500, got a 350, needs a tune-up, real bad.
Real bad.
No bullshit though. Trades welcome. Just no bullshit.
It says it in the ad. So.
Says it right there. You don't even have to think. I wonder if I could throw some BS at this guy. You got Chad over there rolling up with some header tape and some broken CDs. He already knows he can't try to trade that BS.
Yep. Just a warning.
Oh
Yeah.
wow.
He knows rolling up.
Is there any more? Is there another picture of the car or that?
There's not another picture of the car.
I got more. I just didn't want to
Okay.
throw them all out there. It's.
I bet you it's got a speaker box for 118 in the trunk.
You're probably
Ooh.
not wrong.
Yeah.
Ooh, that
Or
might
250.
change my opinion.
118 or 215s.
So, do you have to put a lift kit on these cars to get them to run
Yes.
that big a wheel like that?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which is cheap. It's an S10 lift kit.
Yeah, but I don't think I can like switch it back over to some nice simple 20s. Drop it back down a little bit. I don't know. Not for me.
Oh,
got
come
peanut
on.
butter guts.
Yeah, it does. I
I
sent
was got a
both.
big old drop down TV too.
Yeah.
Now you
No,
know
it's
it's got a
legit for
speaker box in the
35,
trunk.
man. Like, I think we need to rewrite his ad and relist this thing for like 5,200. Like, we could get him some more money out of this deal.
This is just like the Caprice from last week. Or
This
week
is not a
before.
bad car.
No, it's in a bad neighborhood.
No. No way.
Hey man, that should be our business. People should hire us to write their ads for them, their marketplace ad.
We could do it. No bullshit though.
Oh my god. Yeah, that's not for me.
Huh.
Are we ready to move on to the next one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. These seats. This is the next one's a C10. There's not much better pictures of this truck because the guy literally didn't want to pull it away from the fence to
Right.
take a decent picture of it.
From here, it looks like the wheels are real ugly.
It looks like it's got an ugly set of 20s on it. It's and you don't ever put those on a C10, like whatever. It's got that Phantom grill. It's got clear as day glass in it, like no tint. Wasn't even trying. Where he was trying is when he wrote this ad. All right, 86 Chevy Classic, $16,000. Like, this thing's got the works. Description: 1986 Chevy C10 Custom Deluxe. Truck is gangsta street. Real head turner. No joke, manly shit. It is popping with the Chevy copper color, and she looks hard as hell. It has a fast and noisy 305 4-barrel with about 130,000 miles on this bitch. New, I don't know what this word is. CARC, CARC. New CARC, brake booster, custom wide face grille, wheel wells, transmission, drive shaft, brake calipers, rotors, bearings and pads, new battery heads, dual exhaust, new windshield, washer motor, new cylinders, 80% tread on badass tires with 20-inch aftermarket Boss wheels, new interior. Comes with a 350 4-bolt main, bare block.
I want the block. Will they sell just the block?
Yeah, perfect
Hold
in
on.
every way. Slide through and get her. Thanks.
Hold on. Did I hear new windshield? Because if so, like, I'm in.
Yeah, yeah. It's a $109 windshield though. That's a Chevy C10. Those are cheap.
You're not wrong.
That's 123.60 installed.
Yeah,
Um,
with the Chevy copper color, and she looks hard as hell.
why?
Fast and noisy 305.
I hear lifter tick.
Yeah.
Noisy 305. It's just
Yeah,
like-
truck
Like-
is gangsta street.
I don't know what that means.
I
not-
don't know either.
Not sure.
I don't know either.
Guessing.
So all the parts you named off, did he say that they were new or just start
Yeah.
naming off car parts?
That's what he says. He's just naming off new parts he put on this deal.
Okay.
So I feel like it's a lot of money.
Are square bodies pulling 16K now?
Not that one.
I don't think.
That one sure isn't.
I don't know. I think the right ones do. Yeah.
Yeah, that one don't.
That's just I didn't know that square bodies were in that high demand right now.
I just sent you the ad, Bo.
Oh, I'm looking at it. Yeah.
Yeah. What you want to do is go to that dude's profile.
It's funny that you think I'm not already doing that. Oh no. Okay. Stop.
Oh my goodness.
Stop it.
Stop.
Somebody likes taking selfies.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I know that didn't pan out the way I thought it was going to, but I was really giggling about those ads.
No, it's
I don't know how I find them, but somehow I find ones that have the most colorful descriptions.
They find you. It's
They
in your
find-
algorithm.
They find me. It's in my algorithm. They know I'm gonna be saving that shit.
oh my goodness. All right,
Oh.
so
Apologies.
no apologies necessary. It's the marketplace thing is cracking me up. Like I didn't think that was going to be a thing for us, but dude, just drink it straight out of the bottle. I want to do the Fleetwood Mac Dreams video.
Just stay on this side.
Yeah.
Your split screen's messing me up.
It's throwing me off. I'm not gonna lie. So yeah, we coming back from Christmas, coming out of sickness. This is kind of what we wanted to do. We kind of wanted to have a good laugh, and the Facebook Marketplace ads are the best place to find those laughs.
They're a good place for sure.
Now we did hang out with, and I'll get right back into this again. We did hang out with Jimmy this weekend and watched him do some rapping. I'm going to be the first one to say, like, that's a lot harder than it looks. I know why those guys charge what they're charging. I got some scrap rap from Jimmy so I could kind of play around with some stuff around the house. And like that's hard. That's not a simple thing. I'm sure Jimmy can do it because he's been tinting windows for 300 years. But
Well, that he does the the stuff on the coach.
yeah, yeah. But no, watching that rap process, like I totally get why people make the money that they make on that. It's
I don't have I wouldn't be able to do it. I don't have the patience for that. It takes a long time. I don't know. There's so much peeling it off and laying back down. I don't know. It's just not for me. I'd rather paint it.
see, and that's like I was talking to Jimmy about it, and one of our friends has some opinions on that, and his opinion is that it shouldn't cost as much. After watching him try to stretch wrap over those cars, there's an art form to it. When you're trying to stretch around a mirror or stretch around even that little wing he's got on the back of the car, he's got a little Civic that's got a little flip tail wing on it. That little wing was even complicated to sit there and watch him do because there's just a lot of curves there. There's a lot that you don't see just looking at it from the outside. I think John's coming back.
Yeah. Trying to get rid of that split screen.
Yeah.
Got that weird shoulder going on.
Looked like Jimmy there for a minute. Anyway,
Oh.
what else are we planning to get into tonight? What else do you guys want to
talk about? We need to talk about more of the Dragon Drive Addiction show. That was fun.
The Dragon Drive Addiction show was awesome, and
we hit on it for a minute.
Man, I don't know how those guys do like a 2.5 hour show. Like we were an hour and a half of that.
I was good with it. That stuff doesn't bother me. As long as we have good conversation going, and we did. We could have talked for another 2 hours.
Easily.
But
no, after after talking to those guys, like it's definitely we're gonna wind up spending more time with them. I think after we do the circuit coming up in April, I think after we have all spent some time standing next to each other, I think we're gonna get a much better idea. We're gonna wind up spending some time with those guys.
Well, one of our goals for this next year is for 24 is to make it to the PRI show. And he said it on the show, and he listens. I know he does, and we're gonna hold him to it now. I even told him, it's recorded. People are gonna hear this. We plan on going, man. We'd love to be able to hang out with those guys while we were
there. And the PRI show is one of those shows. It's one of those bucket list shows that you want to make it to. If you're a drag racer or if you're into performance, that's one of the shows you want to hit. I'm a SEMA guy. I want to go to SEMA at some point in my life.
And we've talked about this before too. I'm not against SEMA. I want to go to SEMA at some point too. If I have my choice, PRI.
It's true. It's true. PRI will be fun. I know one of the things that we touched on when we were on that show, it kind of caught us off guard that he was like, all right, so what are you guys planning to do for the next year? And we were like, we haven't planned that far ahead yet. that we have. Go ahead.
Like I jumped right in and answered that for us without even letting you guys talk. But I feel like we're all pretty close to being on the same page where we went ahead and what we're doing.
We are.
At some point, we got to get over there and hook our peepers on that panel and start making a plan with that, and maybe doing a little something with it.
It's true. It's true.
I'm planning on this spring maybe get over there and start doing some cleaning and making a list of what some stuff we need to start looking for.
As long as we get in there back before the Wasps do.
Yeah.
Like I'm down. I'm sold. Let's make this happen. But no, that project, we really need to share the videos of that on here. We really need to just talk our way through the videos on that. I think that would make a great show. But
when we got the panel, when we got it home, we took a bunch of pictures. I took a bunch of pictures, and I posted a reel and posted on Facebook. I could make like another short and put on YouTube. You know what I mean of the panel.
Well, and we've got a lot of video on that thing coming out of where it was coming out of, and I don't have the bandwidth to do that. Judging by the fact that John's still trying to get back on here, he may not have the bandwidth to do that either.
Well, we have a guy now. We have someone that's experienced with video editing that is going to lend us the hand. So,
see, I have not heard about this yet, so that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, he actually makes films. There he is.
He's back.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
It happens.
We've evidently been hitting the internet a little too hard.
I think we all have been. It's I got to go back to work tomorrow, so that's going to suck.
Man, I can't wait.
You didn't have to work today.
I didn't have to work today, no.
And I woke up sick as hell today, and I still had to go to work.
I woke up today, and I had one goal, and that goal was to drive this car up and down the street at least one time.
Well, you did it.
I did it. It's I've still got an oil leak that I need to address that I'm going to track down, figure out.
No, just go. It's fine.
No, it's pretty nasty oil leak. But when push comes to shove, John, we've all rode bikes at some point. So with us riding bikes, one of the things is every New Year's Day, there was a time there where we all drug out our bikes on New Year's Day, and that's how we kicked off the year. That's how I'm kicking off this year. I'm going to get this thing as straight as I can possibly get it, and then on New Year's Day, I'm taking this thing somewhere to get something to eat. I'm taking the car out. I'm going to drive it. it's time to start venturing out a little bit further with the car and a little bit further with the car and a little bit further so that I can eventually drive that thing back to Oklahoma.
So, hey, where's the oil leak coming from? Have you looked into it at all yet?
Timing cover.
Oh man, you got it.
Yeah, it's not anything bad. It's just something that I need to work on. I do think I have a front seal leak on the transmission, but I'm not going to address that right now.
Man.
I trust me, I'm cheating my way through it if I can. There's already a bottle of Lucas in there, so let's see if that treats and conditions the seals as the label says.
Right, yeah. If that doesn't work, a handful of sawdust, right?
Yeah, there you go.
I just hear guys say that all the time. Put some sawdust in there.
Not me. No,
The scary thing is people really did that stuff, and sometimes it really helped.
Like
that's crazy.
Helped you get it traded in for somebody else's problem.
Right, yeah. It worked long enough to get a new vehicle.
Yeah.
That's going to be the Facebook Marketplace ad. Definitely doesn't have sawdust in the transmission.
Yeah. Comes with sawdust.
But no, I woke up this morning with a goal. I accomplished my goal. So, I could actually reach over there and start the car right now if I wanted to.
So, John, is your car? Your car's good, right? It's drivable.
Yeah. I mean, pretty much.
I mean, okay, so that's going to be our New Year's challenge for the show. We need a short video. Everybody's going to make a short video out in their car.
I like this idea.
Calling it out right now.
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing.
I like this idea.
Remember that video last Sunday before last, where we were out, Mexico?
Yep.
I'm gonna head out there.
Do it.
I am.
I'll go
with my new tires, with my slicks, with the right wheels.
New Year's is like
Monday.
Yeah. I'll go rip on some.
Okay.
I am going to swing by. I am going to swing by Bo's house before New Year's Day because it turns out I do not have a speedometer, so I'm going to.
Well, I got one for
that.
I'll go throw down on these broke ass springs a little more.
Oh, man, what? Yeah, what's the plan with that? What are you going to do? Where are you at right now? Where's your mind at right now with all that?
I'm not in a hurry, man. It's December, January's coming up.
I'm
gonna buy a set of springs and throw them in here and call it good enough. I mean, look how good the car ran with broke springs.
No, yeah, 100%. No, I'm not saying go crazy with it, but are you just gonna buy some factory replacement leaf springs and throw in there and call it good?
No, there's no reason to do that. I'll buy the split monos and.
Oh, so fancy.
Well, I mean, crap. If you're gonna spend money, you
I would do the same thing.
I mean, it's like $500.
Yeah, I would do the same.
So
let's update everybody on that. So what did you figure out on the rear suspension on your car?
I didn't so much figure some stuff out as just verify that it still sucks. I got some really the springs are the original springs to this car. They're the original 1974 multi-leaf pack that came in this car. And I've got GoPro footage of wadding them up in the shape of an S. They look like a constipated snake under there. So it's they're not happy. Even with Caltrax, there's just nothing left of them.
Yeah.
So
when we were out playing around, I was recording the burnout and then making a pass. And watching it through my phone and watching the back wheels hop, I'm like, oh man.
Yeah, it's bad.
That sucks.
And I don't think it was that bad until I started hitting it with so I was pretty much always on a slick before. And at some point, I think when we were in Colorado, I started running on the track on drag radials. And I'm not going to lie, those things hit way different than a slick.
Yeah.
Especially if you're on a really well prepped track, like Bandamere, you can about pull your shoes off for reals. Hit it really hard on there, and could tell it had done something. And then in Pueblo, whenever we raced there again, it just bounced the tire like a son of a gun, just wheel hop like nobody's business, like shook my damn teeth out. And I don't know. Since then, every time I try to do a burnout, every time I try to launch the car, it just bounces the tire.
Yeah. Well, and we've known this for a long time. This is not new. We knew the suspension was, the next thing, kind of.
Yeah.
I don't want to say holding you back, but kind of holding you back for sure.
Yeah. Also, when I first started driving the car again, we had a 2-inch lowering block in it. And at some point I had to take that 2-inch lowering block out and put a 1-inch in because my tire started rubbing.
Springs.
And then I had to take that 1-inch out, and now there's no block in it at all. And it sits lower than it ever has.
That's bad.
Yeah. And the driver's side sits about 1.5 inches lower than the passenger side.
Wow.
All that, and you can still pull points.
Well, I'm trying to find a point to where I'm like, okay, winter, I'm not going to go drive my car. Now I'm going to start doing stuff.
Yeah.
So I sent you guys a picture the other day. I got my manual brake kit, the adjustable proportioning valve, line lock. You know me. Devin bought a new Trick Flow rear end cover, 8.8 rear end cover. So I bought the one that was on his car off of him. So I'm gonna put that on the car also, because I just got a stock 8.8 cover on mine. So my winter upgrades are starting to get out of hand. So I kind of want to get on them, start doing them, but I don't want to do anything yet because I still want to go drive a little bit.
Yeah. My winter upgrades are a pretty short list. I'd like to pull the motor out and go all through new gaskets because of some demons that I created in the beginning.
That's taken care of now, right?
Yeah, I got good exhaust, good evacuation now, but at one point I didn't, and I ended up with a bunch of leaky gaskets over the whole deal because of the excessive amount of crankcase pressure. But I'd like to go through and reseal all that, and I'd like to put a set of leaf springs in it. Other than that, I don't have anything to really do here.
Well, I'm building a drive shaft safety loop. I'm moving the battery.
Yep.
When I move the battery, I'm going to move my overflow tank to a better spot. There's a bunch of little things that I'm going to do. I'm going to redo some wiring in the car to make it. Everything works great. I just don't like the way it necessarily looks. So I'm going to clean it up a little bit. I was kind of given the okay to mention some future things that might be happening with the wagon, but I'm not going to bring them up just yet. But there may be some changes to the wagon soon that, like I said, I was told to say whatever I wanted, but I'm gonna elect to wait and see what happens.
Well, hopefully that all works out. Hopefully, John gets his springs together. Hopefully I can get this thing ready to drive, back to Oklahoma and take my mom.
And I'm stoked for you. Car sounds good too.
It doesn't sound bad.
It sounds like a Mustang.
Like I would start it up right now, but I don't think it's going to translate on the video.
Nope.
And not only that, but I know for a fact that if I try to do this on video, that car's not going to start.
It fired right off earlier.
It did. It's smooth. But the great thing is, if you're standing at the front of the car, like there is no noise whatsoever. There is no valve train noise. There is no. You can't hear slack in the timing chain. You can't hear a thing up front. Everything's coming out the back.
That's cool.
Don't smile. Don't smile. But no, I think that's. Is there anything else you guys want to touch on before we lock this thing down for the night?
I mean, this was kind of like it's not an organized get together tonight. This is just
absolutely not. And dealing with sickness, dealing with the holidays, like this is probably the best it was going to get, and we're lucky it got this good.
It's pretty rough.
But I think going back and watching it, I think we'll probably be probably be happy with it, happier than we are now.
Yeah. Whatever.
But we are almost at
No, don't say it. Don't
What?
say it. Don't say it.
I'm not allowed to say it.
No, you say it.
Fine,
About
I won't
what?
say it.
Say it. John, what was he going to say?
About where he likes to stop for the editing process.
About to wrap it up.
Nope, not what I was going to say at all.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Continue.
We are about a month away from a milestone. We started this back up at the end of January of this year.
Yeah, January 30th was our first episode back.
January 30th was our first episode back. Narks actually mentioned it, and that's what made me think of it. We have something like 46, 47 episodes just in audio going all the way back to January 30th. We have maintained a pretty good schedule. This of course is going to be late, but
Well, holidays.
it is what it is.
We have a pretty good reason. So,
Exactly. But thanks to everybody who has listened to this year. Happy New Year to everybody, because that's where we're heading to next. Hopefully coming into the next year, we're going to see some more changes coming to this show and start getting better, start figuring all of this process out.
New Year's
Make
Day
it to where-
burnouts.
New Year's Day burnouts. I don't think I can do a burnout in this car. I really don't.
What? Why?
What?
Because of rear end gears, man. It's like
Nah, you'll be fine. Chalk the front wheels, just don't show it in the video. You'll get there.
fine.
More wheel speed. Get them, dude. You just got to get one turning.
Yeah. You got to be on the passenger side here taking the video.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see. So New Year's Day burnouts.
New Year's Day burnouts.
You guys can talk me into anything. I don't care.
Speaking of talking anything, have you found 12 wide pumps yet?
I have not.
Okay.
I honestly, I have not put any effort into that costume whatsoever. I think I'm just going to show up at the track that day and just cut down a pair of jorts and throw a tube top on and just head on out.
I that's my goal for like the next. I'm going to try to get this artwork done in the next week or two and get it over to Narks because we've got to get this going.
The longer this stalls, the more comfortable I feel with it.
Okay.
Because Jungle Fro is not anything that anybody wants to see. I don't care what you say.
I beg to differ.
Yeah.
I think Jungle Fro is going to raise some money for those children's hospitals or wherever the money's going.
I think you're right. I just am not looking forward to it at all. I can't believe we didn't cover that on the Dragon Drive show.
Yeah, well, that's why I need to get the artwork done.
Yeah.
True.
If the artwork was ready, it would have been on there.
Yeah, I'm struggling. I've been given some advice to send over ideas to a place, but I've also heard mixed reviews on this place. So I don't know. I'm not going to get into that. I'll get it taken care of. I'll figure out one way or another.
But for those of you that are in the know, we were supposed to do a show with Mike Narks. Mike didn't get to make it onto the show with us. We are planning for a future date on that so that we can get him in the same room. That just about covers everything that I wanted to cover tonight.
Congratulations on your car.
Thank you.
I'm proud.
I felt pretty good.
Good job,
I'm proud
bro.
of you.
Like starting it up and just driving around was really cool today. But we don't need to talk anything more about that. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you and good night.
See you.